Hello everyone. I welcome you all to this wonderful channel where we discuss about astrology, palmistry and spirituality. And my name is Shivam People. I am an astrologer, I am a palmist. And today we are going to discuss about this full moon into the sign of Aquarius and in the nakshatra of Dhanishta. Now the full moon which has just come into the sign of Aquarius. Now Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign, and this full moon, as it has come into the sign of Aquarius and the nakshatra of Dhanishta, is all about abundance, having gains, is all about activating your humanitarian side, is about expanding your social circle, is all about gains, and is also about your abundance. Now the nakshatra of Dhanishta directly relates to the earthly abundance as it is ruled by the Mars, and the 8 Vasus are the ruling gods of this nakshatra. Now what are these 8 Vasus or the deities of this nakshatra? Now the 8 Vasus are the Pratyusha, that is the sun, the energy of the sun, the Soma, that is the moon, energy of the moon, the Dhara, that is the energy of the earth, and Anala, the energy of the fire, Apa, the energy of water, and Anil, the energy of wind, Prabhasa, the energy of sky, and Dhruva, the energy of nakshatras or the constellation, right? So this nakshatra of Dhanishta in itself carries the energy of all the different elements of the universe, from earth to the sun to the moon to the water to the universe, the constellations itself, right? So it's this nakshatra is a complete set of different energies in itself, and all the Vasus are very rich in their abundance with their money, wealth and abundance. And also this is the right time to set yourself into the rhythm of the universe, to align with the rhythm of the universe, as the symbol of this nakshatra is also drum, right? The drum, the beats of the drum, right? So it's the wonderful time when you can set yourself according to the rhythm of the universe and setting yourself into high virtues in this time, as the sign of Aquarius is a humanitarian sign, but along with that it also talks about the abundance, about the multiplication of things, right? Having gains through your friend circle, and also having a sense of creative energy in this time period. And make sure that as this moon has come along with Jupiter opposite moon, Mars and Mercury, so it is a wonderful time to enhance your knowledge, to expand your spiritual horizons, and also to give an auspicious start to new things. If you want to initiate something, it is a good time, right? And as we also had a retrograde Uranus on August 19th, so some of you may have been feeling a lot of turmoils, or from past 2-3 days a lot of emotional struggle or hyperactivity in this time, and that is very very normal to experience all those things. Now as I talk about this nakshatra and the gains through it, through this sign of Aquarius, new full moon, and also the nakshatra of Dhanishta, it's all about humanitarian, activating a humanitarian side, thinking in terms of oneness. It's all about having abundance and monetary gains in this time. It's all about expanding your social circle. Now this full moon means differently for each one of the signs, right? First I will take the collective reading of each of the elements, and then I'll be talking about each one of the signs. Hello Miss Joy, hello Genuine Diamonds. So let's start with the reading, and now let's begin with what this full moon means for each one of the elements and each one of the signs. Now starting with the fire sign people. For the fire sign people, now what are the fire signs? The sign of Aries, the sign of Leo, and the sign of Sagittarius, for all these three signs. This full moon is activating your public houses, your houses of relationship. Now the focus will primarily be your relationship. It is a time when you have to focus on improving your relations. Hola, grand rising. Hello all the people. Hello all my lovely soulmates. Hello. So it is a time to set your soul into motion. It is a time to set your relationships into motion. It is a time to connect with people. It is a time to release all the emotional barrier, blockages and negativity related to your relations, related to your abundance, right? And set your right communication in this time period. That will be very helpful to all of you, right? And try make a communication by understanding the aspect of the other person, that what they want from you, right? And also it is a time when you have to go for the deep breathing, and breathing deep and releasing all the negativity, right? All the negative thoughts, expelling it out. It's very important. And this is a good time to improve upon your relationships, as your Jupiter and Moon are strongly influencing your public houses. It is a time to give, right? It is a time to connect with people. And it is also a time when you have to release all the past blockages which have been making you feel tight. And also it's a good time for the ones who are working into marketing field, for the ones who are public speakers, or the ones who are engaged into public profession where they have to converse with people, connect with people a lot, and they have to carry out a lot of public dealing. It's a good time for you, especially for the marketers. It's a very good time for you, right? For my fire sign people. And remember, here we are talking about the Vedic astrology, the sidereal astrology signs, right? Not the Western tropical astrology sign. So best of luck to all the fire sign people, and do your deep breathing exercises. It will keep you very calm and very relaxed in this time period. Now next, I'll be talking about the earth sign. Now what are the earth sign? The sign of Taurus, the sign of Virgo, right? A very pure and a poised sign. The sign of Capricorn, right? The most practical. All these signs are very practical, logical, and they are very focused kind of people. For all these three signs, it is a time when you have to work upon your finances, upon your money, on your speech, on the way you talk to people. And it is also a time when you have to focus on your professional growth, right? And affirmations related to your money and career will work really well for you in this time period. For the Taurus, the sign of Virgo and sign of Capricorn I'm talking about, right? Affirmations related to money, abundance, growth will work really well for you. It is a time to discipline yourself. It is a time to align yourself. It is a time to set practical goals in this time period, right? And practical does not mean that you have to stay negative, or you do not have to be wishful, or you do not have to be positive about things. Be very positive about things, because I can see that because of the placement of Rahu, that is the north node, in the sign of Taurus, aspecting the Venus, which is already debilitated in the sign of Virgo, is causing you a lot of negativity, emotional anxiety and blockages in the matter of love. You have been feeling very low and negative when it comes to your own personality, and that is not right, right? Keep yourself positive in this time period. And remember, whatever changes you need to bring related to your working style, bring it in this time period. It is a good time to learn new professional skill, right? Especially for the sign of Taurus. It's a very good time to learn new professional skills. And also make sure that you are manifesting yourself in a positive light when it comes to your work, when it comes to your professional growth, and that will work well for you. And speaking positively in your family with your loved ones will help you gain their confidence, gain their faith, right? Because this new moon is also about activating your communication in a positive way, that you have to communicate positively with your loved ones, with your close circle and the people around you, right? And setting everything in a positive motion, because some of you have been feeling very tight and disturbed when it comes to your energies, or you may have been feeling that other people are not respecting your boundaries or they're not supportive, right? Everything will fade away, all the negativity will fade away. You just have to keep your mindset into right motion. So best of luck to all my earth sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the air sign people. Now what are the air signs? The sign of Gemini, the sign of Libra, and the sign of Aquarius, right? All the three moving, active, communicative signs, right? So for them, all the air signs, change is the law of the nature. Allow all the changes to come in you, right? And make sure that in this time period that you are more focused on your self growth. In this time period you are focusing on your abundance, you're focusing on your talent, and concentrating on your crown chakra will help you in this time period. Connect with your higher self, and that will help you a lot in this time period. And for the Gemini sign people, it is very important for you in this time period to understand your own mindset, as the North Node, if influencing your 12th house, your 4th house and 8th house, is causing you a lot of distress at times. So it is very important for you to keep yourself at ease, and manifesting abundance, manifesting romance in relationship, manifesting personal growth will be really really helpful for you. And it is a good time to release, to not to be stagnant, and to try new and new things in this time period, as your 5th house, your 9th house and your 1st house, the holy trine is getting activated, right? So it is a time for you when you can work upon yourself and you can grow yourself in this time period. All the air sign people I'm talking about, the sign of Gemini, the sign of your Libra, which denotes balance, and the sign of Aquarius, right? The most influenced sign in this time period will be the sign of Aquarius. You can use it as an opportunity to release all that negativity of the past, to release all the blockages of the past, and manifest your life into a positive direction. Very very important for each one of the air signs, right? Because you have wonderful potential, you have great potentials, but you are not able to unlock it, right? Go for unlocking your potentials. And also when it comes to your romantic energy, the air sign, right? So you are at times looking at the wrong place for love, right? So focus on the inside, focus on your crown chakra, right? Or what you can do is apply some essential oil or any kind of herbal oil on your crown chakra, and try bringing your focus on the crown region of your head, right? And feel as if you are releasing all the blockages, all the tightness from inside you, and that will help each one of you, that will help you all. And whatever you feel, in whatever field you feel lacking, just manifest that thing. And it's a good time to grow your personality, and you will be expanding like anything in this time period, because your communication skills have been really really very good in this time period, all my air sign people, right? So best of luck to all the air sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the most loving, intuitive, selfless and emotional water sign people. Now what are they? The sign of Cancer, the sign of Scorpio, and the sign of your Pisces. For all these three signs, right, it is a time when you have to sit back and relax, meditate and release what is unwanted, right? Release, because this nakshatra of Dhanishta is also a nakshatra ruled by Mars, earthly abundance, right? So it also carries anger, greed, right? Aggressiveness, right? Selfish behavior. So releasing all these things, be selfless, be open, be expressive, be easy in this time period, right? And allow yourself to stay relaxed in this time, right? Allow yourself to stay relaxed in this time period, right? Allow yourself to stay very relaxed and easy in this time period, as this time, this new moon, it can again bring out the memories of the past, right? This full moon can bring out the memories of the past, and releasing all those things can lead you to the higher podiums of life in this time period. And allow, since your fourth house, your eighth house and 12th house are very active in this time period, make sure that you are not getting into any kind of arguments with anyone, right? Allow the changes to come in this time period, and you will have your set of surprises this full moon. You will have your set of growth this full moon, because for the water sign people, again, it is about sitting back, relaxing, and allowing the universe to set you in motion. Maybe you may be feeling very disconnected with everyone around, right, in this time period, and that's okay, and that's very fine. Go out for traveling, go out for exploring places in this time period, right? And this full moon is bringing in, since Jupiter is very active, it's a good time for all the counselors, for the water sign counselors, the spiritual healers, the people working in medical sector, or those who are working in alliance with, in alliance with some kind of consultation firm, or those who are working as consultants. It's a good time for you to give advices to people, to give professional advices to people, to give, set them in a right direction. On the work front, you are not lacking anything, but on the emotional side, you may feel bit of a vacuum in this time period, as your natural houses, the fourth house, which is ruled by Cancer, the eighth house, which is ruled by the Scorpio, and the 12th house, which is ruled by the Pisces itself, they are getting activated in this time period. So it's very important for you to just set yourself at ease and allow the universe to take your course in this time period, right? And make sure that you are, that you are all into yourself, all into your own sphere, like moving out, like enjoying your stuff, and also meditating. That is very important, relaxing and meditating. If you want to go out for a retreat, you should go it in this time period. It's a good time for traveling related to your spiritual growth and relating to your freedom in this time period. And also the ones working into the sector related to foreign lands, or the ones who are thinking of applying abroad or moving out from their native place, you can move out in this time. It will be a good experience for the water sign people. So best of luck to my lovely water sign people, the sign of Cancer, the sign of Scorpio, and the sign of Pisces. Now I'll begin with each one of the signs, starting from the sign of Aries to the sign of Pisces, right? So hear me out carefully, and in the last we'll be discussing about the remedies for this full moon, that what all you can do to have all the abundance, growth, and emotional stability in this time period, right? So stick around. For the Aries sign people, Aries moon sign, ascendant sign people. Now remember, here I am talking about the Vedic sidereal sign, not the tropical western sign. For the Aries sign people, this is a time when you have to focus on your multiplication, when you have to focus on your humanitarian aspect, when you have to focus on your communication with the other people, right? It is a time to meet new people. It is a time to meet intelligent or mature people in this time, because Moon and Jupiter coming together in your 11th house, seeking advices from the people, right? And it is a time to expand your friend circle. It is a time to look for your side income, look for multiplication in your money, right? Because the Lord of the ninth house is placing in the 11th house along with the moon, and Lord of the fourth house getting into the 11th house. Though it is 8th from the fourth house, but still it will give you benefic effects, and it will cause emotional anxiety at times. But you do not have to allow that negativity to overpower you. Doing deep breathing will be very helpful for all my Aries sign people, and feeling all the positivity all around in this time period will set you on the new levels of growth and abundance, right? Do not allow any negativity to overpower you. As the Rahu, that is the North Node, is placing in your second house, some may be staying very typically anxious about their things, about their future, or about their profession. Everything will be alright. And for you, praying to Lord Shiva, right? Praying to Lord Shiva will be very, very helpful in this time period, and doing deep breathing and release, right? And that will be very, very helpful. So, best of luck to all the Aries sign people, right? And next, I'll be talking about the sign of Taurus. For the Taurus sign people, this is a time when you have to focus on your profession. Allow all the changes that you want to bring in into your profession or your work field, and if you are willing to learn something new, go for it in this time period, right? As the 10th house is very active in this time, so whatever learning or the changes that you are going to bring in this time period when it comes to your professional front, that will bring in new growth and abundance, right? Do not be stagnant in this time, right? All the Taurus sign people, because you may feel very negative or down at times, or not worth it kind of a person, but that's not the truth. You may self-sabotage yourself, right? But that's not right, because it's a good time that when you can expand and explore your potentials in this time when it comes to your professional field. And although the Jupiter was losing its directional strength in the 10th house, the way it was placing, but with coming of the moon, it has gained strength. If you want to start something new, if you want to initiate something, then this is the right time. Do not stop. Just go for it. Plan your things and just go for it. As the Lord of your first house is also debilitated, so make sure that you are not staying negative in your thoughts, setting practical goals. Yes, it's important, but that does not mean that you have to be negative about the things. Be positive about everything what you have around, right? Be happy about the things that you have around, right? And that earthly abundance or affirmations will help you to gain money and financial growth, and also the professional growth in this time period. So best of luck to all my Taurus sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the air sign of Gemini, right? The two-faced person. And for the Gemini sign people, this is a wonderful opportunity when you can grow your personality. It is a wonderful opportunity when your spiritual activations will happen. Those of you who because this ninth house is activating, so you manifesting your opportunities, whether it is related to work, whether it is related to money, whether it is related to your romantic life, whether it is related to your own personal growth, manifesting your growth in this time period, right? Because this time period is a time when you will experience a lot of changes, and allow those changes to come in this time period, right? And concentrating on the crown chakra, will help you a lot, because the ninth house, the way it is activating, right? And manifesting your spiritual releases, the ninth house is activating, manifesting and doing your prayers in this time. And those of you who have taken readings from me, birth chart readings from me, chanting your mantras in this time will give you 10 times more positive effect in this time period. And also for the water signs, for the sign of Gemini, this is an opportunity if you want to go for traveling related to your work. Because I do see that some kind of traveling will come your way related to your work, which will give you growth and recognition in this time period. So do not stop, go for it, right? Because Moon and Jupiter are placing quite strong in the sign of Aquarius, right? And is giving you an auspicious start. If any new proposal related to work is coming your way, go through it, right? It can turn out to be a life changer for you. The Gemini sign people I'm talking about, right? So best of luck to all the Gemini sign people. Now next we'll be discussing about the water sign of Cancer, the most loving, intuitive and emotional sign, right? For the water sign of Cancer, this is a time when you have to allow the changes coming in your life. This full moon can be very emotional for you. This full moon can bring out your vulnerable side, right? But make sure that you have to move towards the healing. You have to release all your negativity and move towards the healing and growth in this time period, right? As the Moon and Jupiter combination in the 8th house is asking you to allow all those changes, to allow the universe to set you in motion, allow the universe to take over the things. It is a time to relax and sit back and let things happen at their own speed. Do not push the things, right? Do not push the things. You never know what positive or what good news is in store in the coming days, or because this combination is also something that may give you surprises or sudden gains, surprises in this time period, right? Your public houses or your house of relationship has been struggling in this time, right? You have been feeling very disconnected or dry from your relationship or your romantic side. It is a good time to experience your inner joy, right? It is a good time to connect with your inner self in this time period. And praying to female goddesses or praying to the female ancestors will be really helpful for you in this time period. That will release the mental anxieties, fears and phobias in this time period, and use it as an opportunity to release all the negativity and fears and phobias. For the ones working into the IT sector as researchers, IT means information technology related to computers, or the ones working as researchers, it is a good time when you can increase, when you can improve upon your things. It is a good time when you can experience certain kind of personal growth in this time period. My lovely water sign of Cancer I am talking about. And also praying to the female goddesses or female ancestors of yours will give you abundance and growth in this time period, right? It's very important to stay positive in this time period. That will help you a lot in this time period. And specifically make sure that you are not speaking with lot of fire or aggression, because some of you water sign, rather most of you, that's not the part of your nature, I know, but some of you may stay very aggressive with your communication within the family or otherwise also. So be very soft and easy and relaxed with your communication in a soft voice, right? Communicate with people around you. So best of luck to all my lovely water sign of Cancer. Now next I'll be talking about the fiery, the honest, the most kingly sign of Leo. For the Leo sign people, this is a time when your public house or the house of relationship is really very active, right? So this is the time when you will be all over the place. For the ones working into the sector of marketing, for the ones working into the sector of, you know, public dealing or public houses, or the ones working into the sector of your the sector of advising, banking, right? You will be benefited in this time, right? The ones working into the financial sector, you will be benefited in this time period. You will be making new connections in this time period, right? And this is also wonderful time for the Leo sign people to lead everyone. The sun has just entered your first house from last 6-7 days and is boosting you with all the leadership qualities. Become a go-getter in this time. And this is a time when you have to own your decisions, when you have to take your decisions. This is a time when a communication will be at its peak. This is a time when you have to connect with your loved ones around. This is a time when you can resolve all the relationship issues, right? As the seventh house is very active, this is a time when you will be gaining respect and love from the people around you. Maybe if you are a team lead, maybe if you are working in a team, you will have some kind of appreciation at a workplace from the people around you, right? And this is a time when you have to, do deep breathing and exhale all the negativity from your inside, right? And use it as an opportunity to connect more with people, right? To connect more with people, as your seventh house is very, very active in this time period. My lovely sign of Leo I am talking about. And your leadership qualities are quite strong in this time. Make sure that you are not staying aggressive in this time, because some of you may even stay aggressive or filled with energy. Just use your energy into the right direction, your energy of fire into the right direction. And this time can also set you in a positive motion, right? What you may achieve in 1 year, you can just achieve it in this 1 month, right? You can be so good in this time period. The Leo sign, the Leo ascendant moon sign people I'm talking about, right? So setting yourself into the positive motion will be really, really helpful. And manifestation related to relationship, related to love, related to your connections with other people will help you. And burning camphor during the night with your prayers will be helpful. Today, this full moon, right? Write it down for all my Leo sign people. Burning camphor will be really, really helpful for you, right? To manifest more and more love, right? So best of luck to all the Leo sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about the sign of Virgo, the virgin energy, the pure energy, right? For the sign of Leo. As the Venus has entered your first house, right? So you have become very practical in the matters of love, in the matters of connection. Although you are generally very practical, that's okay. But this is a time when you have to open up your service or serving attitude towards the people, towards all the human beings, activating your humanitarian side. Your sixth house has just got activated. So beware of any kind of infections, or your immune system may stay sensitive in this time period, right? My Virgo sign people. And beware of any kind of emotional anxieties, or feeling all alone in this time period. And as the sixth house is activating, get into a routine, right? Make a routine of yourself and follow that decorum, that routine, and make sure that you are allowing yourself to be at ease. and serving others will be very, very helpful for you. And those of you who are working in the NGOs or any kind of social groups, or in the social welfare department, or helping people around in this time period, even as counselor, even as nurses, even as doula, right, you will be benefited in this time period, right, as your 12th house and your 6th house are active. Medical profession, working in hospitals, right, that will be helpful to you. And also, since the 6th house is very active in this time period, make sure that you are following a routine for next 14 days, following the right kind of routines, and that routine will help you in setting and reaching your goals in this time period, my lovely earth sign I'm talking about. And that will also help you with your financial, professional growth. And it's all about giving. Once you learn the art of giving, right, more and more money, abundance, wealth, health, prosperity, happiness, they all come to you, right? You know, abundance is not just money or that paper currency. No, the money has to come with happiness, with health, with, fulfillment, right? So there is no fun of having money or growth without any real time things, right? So it's very important what you are manifesting. Manifest on right kind of things in this time period. And affirmations related to well-being of all, related to your growth of money, will be very, very helpful. Always feeling that I am abundant, right? I am always abundant, I am always prosperous, right? Feeling that always, right? That's very important for all of you, right? So for the Virgo sign, it's all about setting yourself into the right kind of motion, my lovely, lovely people, right? So best of luck to all the Virgo sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about the sign of Libra, the most balanced, the most wonderfully communicative, creative, intelligent sign of Libra. For the sign of Libra, this is a time when you have to activate your talents. This is a time when you have to activate your learnings. And this is a time to focus on the matters of love, right? Because some of you have been feeling very blocked when it comes to the matters of love, as the Venus is placing in your 12th house, although the house is good, but the sign of Virgo is very troublesome, and the nakshatra of Hasta, a nakshatra ruled by moon, right? So it's very important to manifest your love, to manifest your luxuries in this time period, right? Because it's the 5th house what we are focusing on. And also in this time period, since Jupiter and Moon are coming together, your punyas or the karmas of the past are activating, right? Of the past lives, of the past deeds, they all are activating in this time period. Any remedy, any remedy, prayers done on this full moon, or anyone who are experiencing the Pitru doshas or the ancestral curse, or experiencing any kind of blockages, or they feel that they are lacking in some kind of field, whether it is their relationship, their professional front, any remedy if they do in this time, they can release all those blockages in this time period, the way the Jupiter and Moon have come. And the best remedy in this time period can be applying milk and turmeric to your body, right? And focusing on the heart chakra, activating your heart chakra in this time. That will give you all the earthly abundance in this time period, right? Activating your heart chakra, simply chanting the name of your teacher or your angel of the guru will be helpful to you in this time period, right? And the mantra for the heart chakra is Om Yam, Y-A-M, Yam Om. I'll repeat it. The mantra for the heart chakra will be Om Yam Om. I'll repeat it. The mantra for the heart chakra will be Om Yam Om, right? Because it's a beautiful combination when the teacher, the guru, the Jupiter is coming along with its student, the moon, right? The Soma, right? And sitting opposite the Sun, Mercury, and the Mars, right? So it's a very good time to initiate your talents. It's a very good time to initiate your love, to initiate your romantic life, right? And so for the Libra sign people, you have to work upon all these things, and all the abundance, growth, and romance are coming your way. So best of luck to all the Libra sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the intuitive water sign of Scorpio. They are wonderful researchers. They do not forget the things, right? And they are very intelligent, right? For the sign of Scorpio. Now this is a time when you have to focus more on your family, when you have to focus more on your wellness, when you have to focus more on your relaxation, setting yourself at ease. And this full moon, some of you may have this urge to change your place, or what you can do is you can bring in certain kind of changes or shift in your own home environment, right? For the ones who are working into the sector of real estate or groceries store or selling products, right? For wellness products or other kind of products, it's a good time to manifest growth and abundance, right? As the fourth house is getting activated, and some of you may be planning on to buy some kind of vehicles or any kind of car or anything, right? It's a good time, you can initiate that, right? And make sure that you are focusing more on your relaxation, easing yourself out, right? And spending some money, right? So that is very important. Buying good stuff for yourself, what you need, what you wish to have all the time, right? And making sure in this time period, as your for the sign of Scorpio, making sure that in this time period you are staying at ease, emotionally connected with your family members. That's very important. So spending money on your family is important in this time period for all my lovely sign of Scorpio, right? Connect with them, connect with your mother in this time period, right? That's very important. You will definitely hear some good news after some days, when you, after connecting with your mothers or the female of your house, the elderly female of your house, you will definitely hear some good news after that. And also for the Scorpio sign, since the south node is placing in your first house, you have been doing a lot of labor, you have been doing a lot of hustle in the past, and also staying very confused in this time period, right? Keep your confusions at bay, just relax, just enjoy life. That is more important than anything else. Again, doing deep breathing, letting go all the anxiety, aggression, all the greed, all the tightness, whatever that is holding you back, will set you in the right kind of motion, right? Become a new person in this time period, right? Release what is not part of your real self. Release that in this time period, and you will experience your personal growth. And in this time period, as the fourth house is activating, so offering food or taking people outside to eat, or to have fun, will bring in good news for you, will be beneficial for you. That's a kind of a remedy for you. So best of luck to the water sign of Scorpio. Now next I'll be talking about the sign of Sagittarius, the fiery sign of Sagittarius. For the Sagittarius sign people, this is a time when you have to work upon your communication, when you have to work upon your connections with people, as the third house is activated, when you have to connect with your not with your immediate family, but closer circle outside the family, like close friends, right? Siblings, right? If you have your siblings, who are very intelligent, talking to them in this time period. As your third house is getting very activated, right? So in this time period, this is an opportunity when you can motivate people. This is an opportunity when you can convince people with your communication, right? Because I do see for the fiery sign of Sagittarius, they are very honest, they are very clear in their communication. But as the moon comes there, this will add an element of softness, empathy, and emotional connection to your loved ones in this time period. And also, since your house of luck is filled with lovely planets, Mercury, Sun, and Mars, right? So, this is a time to grab all that opportunity to maintain a good image of yours, right? But do not fall in that pit. Do your part of good, do your part of well-being, and let other people, let that, allow the universe to send it back to you, right? Do not expect it back, right? Allow the universe to send it back to you. And this Mercury, Sun, and Mars, the way they are placing in your ninth house, you can have sea of opportunities in this time period, right? Grab them, stay positive about your things. And since your third house is very active, Jupiter and Moon, journaling down your things, writing down your manifestation. It's not you have to just speak about it or think about it. No, write it down and speak it loud. Light a lamp or a sesame oil lamp or a candle, white candle, or add some turmeric, or you can use yellow candles, sitting in the northeast, northwest direction of the house, right? Facing that direction, any corner, right? And holding that paper of manifestations and repeating it 7 times or 11 times, right? During this new moon, repeating it and doing this for this whole 14 days. If not 14 days, do it for 2-3 days at least, right? And you will see that your things are speeding up, your opportunities are speeding up in this time. But do make it sure that you're journaling down those things, because it's the third house. Right hand, journaling down the things, right? Do not forget it, my lovely, lovely people, right? And focusing on your throat chakra will be very, very beneficial. Taking deep breathing, putting pressure on the throat chakra, and then releasing will release all your anxieties, self-doubts, aggression, everything. It will release it for you, right? And you can use it as an opportunity to improve your relationships, to improve your relation with people, with your loved ones, with your partner, with your family, right? So best of luck to all my Sagittarius sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the practical earthly sign of Capricorn, right? For the sign of Capricorn, this is a time when you have to focus on your earthly abundance, when you have to focus on your finances. Affirmations related to finances, manifestation related to money and career will be very helpful in this time period, right? As your second house, house of family, the Kutumb Sana, or the house of family and the family values, house of assets, the both movable and immovable, is getting activated in this time. It is a good time to manifest your opportunities, to manifest your financial growth, right? Not allowing, we as humans have a limited vision, not allowing your limited vision or anyone's limited vision to block your financial growth, right? Set it free, right? And prayers related to abundance and financial growth will be very, very helpful. For the sign of Capricorn, keeping a piece of turmeric at your desk or in your purse, in your wallet, or in your place where you keep your important documents will be very helpful for you. Or rice washed in milk, keeping that at your auspicious place or your workplace will be very auspicious for you, right? That will bring in money, growth, and abundance for you. My lovely, lovely sign of Capricorn, I'm talking about. And it is a good time to talk positive about your family, to talk positively with your family, right? I know that for some of you it may be very, very tough because the Saturn, the way it is in retrogression in the first house, you have been feeling aloof, you have been feeling very cut off from your loved ones or the people around you, right? So it's not easy for you to gel up all again, right? But make it happen. And since the Lord of the fifth house, of the seventh house, is placing in the second house, right? So the partners or the people around you will be helping you in your financial growth, right? Anything can happen. Allow the surprises to come in, right? And I would say that the coming of Jupiter and Moon in the second house, being the Lord of your seventh house, ninth house, and the seventh house, and the 12th house and third house in your second house, is a very auspicious sign, right? So make sure with your money also, make sure that you are spending it on the right people, your family, your loved ones, and the close ones, right? And Moon and Jupiter coming together in the second house is also about speaking positive, because this is your house of speech. Because some of you have been really, really rough with your words, with your speech, right? So be positive with your words in this time period, right? Anything can happen, right? We are not gods, right, who can tell that okay, if this is this and this will happen, right? Any change can happen. That includes any negative change can happen, any positive change can happen. But for you, this time can be quite good in setting your finances into the right direction, right? So do all these prayers and meditations, and your things will be improving in this time period, right? For the earth sign of Capricorn, I'm talking about. So best of luck to the Capricorn sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the air, the humanitarian sign of Aquarius. For the Aquarius sign people, this full moon is the most influential for you, right? This full moon is activating your personality. This full moon is all about allowing the changes to come your way, right? And since the Jupiter moon have come together, allow knowledge to influence you, allow new kind of learning to help you grow, and allow all the positivity to set you in the right motion. It is a good time to work upon your personality. It is a good time to grow yourself spiritually, right? It is a good time to make auspicious starts, whether it is your profession, money, relationship. Manifest all that positivity and allow the changes to come in this time period. My lovely, lovely sign of Aquarius, air sign of Aquarius. And do sleep well, because for some of you, your sleep has been very, very disturbed, right? For the sign of Aquarius I'm talking about, right? So sleeping well, sleeping on time will be really, really helpful for you people. And some of you have been feeling very disturbed with your family life, the Aquarius sign people. All the storms will pass, right? It is a time for you to learn the journey of life, the lessons of life, right? As the Jupiter is strongly influencing your first house. So allow all that, absorb all that learnings, and then you will be elevated to the next levels of understanding, spiritual growth, and abundance. And this is a good time to manifest your own growth. This is a good time to allow all the growth to come by. Chanting mantras, as most of you have taken the readings from me, chanting mantras, chanting your prayers. If you do not know any mantras, just simply doing your prayers related to your professional growth, simply praying for your expansion in this time will be very helpful. And taking milk bath, taking milk bath will be very good for you, as the moon is placing in the first house, right? And very important to please yourself, to relax yourself in this time period. And moon is very moody in its temperament, right? So do not allow any kind of mood swings to take over you. Just feel all the positive energy in this time period. Feel more of a human in this time period, right? Thinking in terms of welfare of all, thinking in terms of oneness, thinking in terms of well-being of all, right? As I have told you that this full moon is in the nakshatra of Dhanishta, denoting the 8 Vasus, or the 8 different deities of the gods of the different elements, denoting the element of sun, moon, earth, fire, water, wind, sky, and the constellation, the whole universe, right? So this alone nakshatra is a collective energy of all the different nakshatras, right? This is why it is related to earthly abundance, right? No one can be a happy person without abundance, without materialistic growth, right? You cannot move on the path of spirituality without you cannot move on this path of spirituality along with having all the family problems, all the money problems, all the different issues, right? Spirituality means that your life is fulfilled on all these different aspects, right? That spirituality is a tool which helps you gain an upper hand in your life when it comes to your money, inner fulfillment, your happiness, your prosperity, health, and well-being, right? All these things, right? Spirituality is not just about meditating and being a poor person, no, right? And you have to manifest your growth in this time period, all my Aquarius sign people, right? Focusing on the crown chakra, apply some essential oil, and mostly even the onion oil will be very good for you. Applying any kind of herbal oil on the crown area will be helpful to you. And then focusing, meditating, and releasing all that anxiety from inside will be very, very helpful for you. So best of luck to my lovely air sign of Aquarius, right? So next I'll be talking about the water sign of Pisces. For the Pisces sign people, this is a time when you have to release, let it go, right? And set yourself free, right? You do not owe an explanation. You do not owe any kind of any kind of obedience or obliging anyone, right? You are free and independent in yourself. Set yourself as a free bird into the sky, right? Set yourself into the motion. Allow the universe to set you in motion, as I have talked before, the water sign of Pisces. Now this combination has come in your 12th house along with Jupiter, right? Activating your humanitarian side, activating your relaxing side. It's very important for you because these 2 days will decide that how your month will go. If you're staying easy, if you're staying positive, optimistic about things, the whole month will go good till the next full moon, right? So setting yourself into the right motion in this time period. And this moon is also activating your motherly humanitarian side. So maybe you will be more of a warm person, like a counselor, like a supporter to people, very helpful to others. And it is a good time if you wish to go to learn something into the foreign lands, or if you want to go to the trip, or if you want to, or if you are thinking of connecting with people of different culture, different land, and working together. It's a good opportunity for you. For especially for the professionals, it's a very good time, right? Automatically you will be getting opportunities in this time period, right? For the water sign of Pisces I'm talking about. And it's a good time. See, your financial growth is coming stable, right? So no point of discussion on that, right? It's slow and steady on that front. That is good. And for the professional front, the way this 12th house is activating, the ones working as therapists, massagists in the field of as nurses, as in the field of education, right? So you will be growing in this time period, the water sign of Pisces I'm talking about. And also make sure for next 3 days, 3 4 days, even today 2 3 days, you are journaling down your dreams, right? You may have certain indications in your dreams, maybe about the blockages, maybe about what in future you wish to do, and maybe about your growth in the coming times. Your dreams will play a very important role in this time period, as the way your 12th house is activating in this time period, right? Your dreams are gonna play a very, very influential role in this time period. Make sure that during your sleep, oh yes, what you can do is you can consume turmeric juice, you can consume, you know, uh, you can consume water in a silver vessel during the night time, and you can keep a silver vessel, glass, water filled with silver glass on the side of your bed for the positive dreams, right? And also you can use some kind of silver on your body in this time period. That will give a very positive, a very optimistic effect on you, right? And in this time period, do not be argumentative, just agree with everyone, just stay by yourself, right? Agreeing does not mean that you have to actually agree with it. Just keep your mental peace, just keep your easiness in this time period, and just be childlike in this time period. And because moon is naturally a nakshatra of being childlike, moon is naturally a planet of being childlike. Moon denotes your childhood, right? So setting your mind into a positive motion will be really helpful in this time period. And definitely traveling, moving out for relaxation, like going out on this Sunday for a retreat, for a relaxing place, right? Moving near the water body, to a beach, to some kind of lake, to a river, will be very, very helpful for you. Enjoy your day. It's a Sunday, right? And even this one week, this moon cycle, whenever you get opportunity to relax, just do it. And do not forget to journal down your dreams, right? Your dreams are the gateway to your success, abundance, and growth, right? So best of luck to all the Pisces sign people, right? Now, this full moon, which has come into the sign of Aquarius, humanitarian sign of Aquarius, and the nakshatra of Dhanishta, is about abundance, is about earthly abundance and growth, right? Denoting the rhythm of the universe, denoting your inner joy, denoting your setting yourself into motion, right? And this day can be used for the manifestation of abundance, right? First of all, what remedies you can do in this time period? Making sure that in this time period you are taking milk bath, right? As I have always focused on it. You can add turmeric powder or turmeric water to it, right? And in this time period, what you can do is you can chant simple prayers related to money growth and abundance, right? Yes, Hadia, I have done the Taurus sign, I have done with it. You can watch the video, right? And make sure that you are doing prayers related to your abundance and growth, right? Liberating yourself of the clutches of the chains that are blocking you, right? And in this time period, chanting the mantra of goddess Lakshmi, right? Now the Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, right? The goddess Dhana Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance, money and prosperity. She has her hands in this motion, and the wealth is falling out from her hands, right? And the pot is filled with gold coins, right? So setting yourself into that motion, chanting the simple beej mantra or the seed mantra, a very short but very effective mantra for goddess Lakshmi, right? Simple mantra: Om Shreem Om, Om Shreem Om, Om Shreem Om, Om Shreem Om. Now this mantra will be really helpful. Doing it for 10 minutes, lighting an oil lamp, lighting a clarified butter, that is ghee lamp, right? And sitting in the northeast or the north direction of the house, right? Or you can simply light a candle, white candle or a yellow candle, that will do the job, and that will help you in manifesting your growth and abundance in this time period. Hello Louis, hello, how are you my friend? Right, a lovely tarot card reader and a wonderful friend of mine, right? So setting yourself into meditation and abundance in this time period, doing your prayer related to goddess Lakshmi. The mantra is, I'll repeat it: Om Shreem Om, Om Shreem Om. And this is for all the signs, whether it is Aries to the till the sign of Pisces. This is for everyone. No matter if you do not know your Vedic sidereal sign, just do this mantra, right? And you will have all the abundance and positive effect of it, and it will remove all the blockages. Now the abundance, as I said, does not necessarily mean just money and flow of money. No, it means happiness, wellness, fulfillment, right? Growth, and also feeling complete and fulfilled in all the aspects of life, right? So that is more important, right? So doing this chanting in this time period, as it is in the sign of humanitarian sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius is also the sign which is ruled by Saturn. So those of you who have been facing problems related to your job, or you are dissatisfied with it, or you are not able to get a new job, simply chanting a mantra which I'll tell you, right? Sitting in the south direction, adding black sesame seeds to your lamp, or to burning black sesame seeds on the camphor, right? Or the what it is called, the black pepper, or burning the black pepper on camphor. You can simply chant this simple mantra: Om Sham, Sham, Sham Om. I'll repeat it: Om Sham Om, Om Sham Om. And you will see that your opportunities are flowing your way, right? And every full moon is an opportunity when you can chant the mantra of your moon, right? The simple mantra is Om Shram Shreem Shrom Saha Chandrai Namah. I'll repeat it: Om Shram Shreem Shrom Saha Chandrai Namah. Right? Chanting the mantra Om Shram Shreem Shrom Saha Chandrai Namah. Right? Om Shram Shreem Shrom Saha Chandrai Namah. Indigo babies, do see the Virgo sign. I have told about the mantra Om Yam Om. Om Yam Om is the mantra for the heart chakra, right? You can chant that mantra, right? So wonderful, Vanessa, right? You have been chanting these mantras, right? So most of you are my lovely clients, my lovely followers, and you know about this thing. Every full moon is a gateway, is an opportunity to feel that abundance, that growth, and that can set you in the right kind of motion. And using this time period to set yourself into the motion of abundance, growth, and dhanya. Dhana means money, dhanya means even more abundance, and attaining your well-being, right? So focusing on the overall growth of life, right? Celebrate each and every day of life, right? and allow all the changes to come in. So best of luck to all my lovely audience, to all my lovely people, to all my lovely soul family, right? You have always been very wonderful, and thank you for devoting your time, your precious time to me. And please do all these remedies and do share my videos with everyone. Indigo babies, you can directly message me, DM me, or you can send me an email, and I'll tell you about the prices and the details of the readings, right? So best of luck everyone. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.